Hey, thank you for coming by, Tory Magoo 44 again. Today is the day before Mother's Day, as I said in my last video. It's the 12th of May, 2018. And I just wanted to talk about mothers. I wanted to congratulate every single mother. Motherhood, whether you know it or not, is probably one of the most rewarding jobs that you can ever have. It's one of the most wonderful. It's the one most magical, and it's the most difficult. It's a lot of work, especially when you have a little brand new baby. It's a lot of work. But, being a mom is a lifetime thing, and it's a lifetime gift, and it's got a lot of creativity that you can put into it. So I'm going to give you a couple of suggestions, a couple from my mom and a couple from me. My mother was really big on, which I've said many, many times, wake up in the morning. You can either wake up and decide to have a great day or you can have a crummy day. It's your choice. And it really is a matter of that. So that's number one, is choose to have a good day. Okay. And then her other thing was take time every day to find something beautiful, to enjoy something, to really have gratitude for something lovely in your life, whether it's nature, trees, flowers, a friend, something that you love, whatever. Just take time to enjoy something every single day, because gratitude builds happiness. It really does. And oftentimes people who are unhappy, you notice they're not thankful about anything. They're worrying, they've got this problem and that problem and that problem and that problem. We all have problems, but it's sort of like, what do you put your attention on? If you have your attention all on problems, you're going to look like you have this big black mass around you, because you do, right? And if you go, yeah, I have these problems over here, I know I got to handle them, but look at all the light. Look at all the happiness. Look at all the joy that I see. Look at all the thankfulness that I feel. I feel it. And other people feel it. It makes them, it's like, God, I love being around that person. Why? Because they have a bright light inside of them that, shines out. And Warrior Mark Plummer used to always post on every one of his posts, sunshine disinfects. It's so true, especially with the church, which it isn't a church, it's a cult, the Church of Scientology, who make children disconnect from their mothers and fathers, make parents disconnect from their kids. Disconnection meaning you never, ever talk to them again. I was married 27 years. I was in Scientology for 30 years. None of those friends or my husband have talked to me since I walked out of the Church of Scientology. None, except a couple. And I'm not saying who. But those people are dear and near to my heart, and they know they are. And the neat thing is that you think when you're in the Scientology Truman Show, that's it. That's what they say. You leave, you're over. Your life's over. Not just for this lifetime, but lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. But that is totally not true. That is 100% false. In fact, it's actually flip it the other way. It's like your life starts once you walk out. And it's wonderful. So for every mother out there who's lost your children to the Church of Scientology, I'm very sorry. And I just want to tell you thank you for being a wonderful mother. I know you guys are. For people who've lost their children to death and suicide who were part of Scientology, I cannot tell you enough how much I love you, and I'm sorry that you had to go through this. I mean, there's no words to say how awful that is. I mean, to lose a child, it's got to be the worst thing in the world. But I hope you take today, Mother's Day, and celebrate whatever joy you had with your child, because you did before they joined Scientology. And the same for kids who lost their parents. Try to celebrate the part that's good. And the other part, make less, not less of it, but don't blow it up as to it's your whole life, because it isn't. Scientology declares people suppressive. This is my SP declare. They declared me right in, let's see, when was it? September 15th, 2000. That was right after Mark Bunker put up a video, Magoo dancing in Boston. And they declared me like that. They didn't do any ethics on me, which they're supposed to. They didn't do a fitness board, which they're supposed to. They didn't do a committee of evidence, which they're supposed to. Nothing. They just declared me, wrote up a bunch of lies about me, which is what they do with everyone, because that's what they do. So people go, oh, I want my SP declare. Well, just make up a bunch of lies, print it out on goldenrod. This is goldenrod. And, take it down to a printing place and say, I want it on that gold paper. And now you're an SP. And here's the back of it. Ooh, it's really exciting with all the stuff from the Church of Scientology. And that's it. My only terminal, and yours too, will be the International Justice Chief, who also, bonus, won't talk to me. And that's my only terminal. And they wonder why people won't come there in spades. I mean, they are thankfully diminishing in spades. And that's because of everybody out there, all of you, everyone who has a voice matters. Everyone. Leah obviously has been fantastic because she has a huge audience. But also, Leah would never happen if it hadn't been for Anonymous and all the people before Anonymous that educated them so that they were able to see it for what it is. So for every one of you, I thank you. And I from the top and the bottom of my heart, I thank you. So this Mother's Day, I hope all of you have a joyous and a wonderful Mother's Day. I hope you celebrate it somehow, some way. If your mother's passed away, I still think you should light a candle and celebrate some part of it with her. Do something that she would have loved. Oh, that's right. I was going to give you some tips. Okay, so that's my mother's tip. My tip is kind of keep reading, keep looking, keep learning, because that's how I woke up and got out of the cult. Was I spent 10 years reading self-improvement books, going to libraries and bookstores and, just looking in the self-improvement section, philosophy, religion, whatever. And I would just open up books, and if it seemed like it was good, I'd get it. And I have a whole library. My husband used to laugh at me saying, that's your secret library? And yeah, it is. And he's still in and I'm out and I'm free. So thank you to all the authors who took the time to write something. And again, enjoy your life, have gratitude for your life, and have fun. Life is about having a good time as far as I'm concerned. Learning, having a good time. If you're down for a day, celebrate that. That's kind of interesting because you're going to come out of it and then you'll be better after that. So there you go. I love you guys. Happy Mother's Day. And thank you for being part of my YouTube site. Bye.